First thing that's on my mind, chase that bag today, chase that bag today, chase that bag. I can't waste none of my time.
What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You already know what time it is, baby. It's another episode of the Chase That Bag podcast, and I'm locked in the vault with, oh my God, what do we have here today? Yes, Lord, Mr. SMV himself. You know, this is a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor to be able to sit down here with an icon. You know what I'm saying? Like it really is, bro. And if you didn't know out there who we got sitting right here, man, it's nobody else other than DJ Juice. What's happening?
Man, appreciate the elaborate intro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. I appreciate it. What's good? What's good?
What's
man?
good? How you doing?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm blessed. I'm here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's another day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Got to see another one, so got to try to live it to my best of abilities.
Facts. Purpose-driven life. You know what I'm saying? For real.
What's going?
Man, it's good.
Feel weird, man.
I know it. I'm
only doing
weird.
the interviewing.
Yeah. And the tables have turned today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just hope that I'm able to fill big shoes of such a prestigious interviewer. You know what I'm saying?
Like, let me tell you something, though. You're probably one of the first interviews that I've had ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, outside of, like, television and radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
Big salute to you.
Ah, man, appreciate it, man. I'm humbled, bro. Yeah. So yeah, that's what's up, man. So yeah, I'm intrigued. You know what I'm saying? Like I know you've been doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? I'm intrigued, and you know what I'm saying, what you got going on. You know what I'm saying, and just so people can, you know what I'm saying, get a feel for DJ Juice. You dig? So without further ado, we're gonna jump right on in. So for those who don't know, Juice, I know you DJ Juice. Can I call you Juice?
Yeah, I prefer Juice.
Juice, okay, cool.
I don't want to be labeled as just a DJ.
For sure.
I think that's what I am.
I feel you. That's what's up. We're gonna talk about that for sure. So without further ado, Juice, for those who don't know, let me get your background. You know what I'm saying? Where you from initially?
Man, where am I from?
Yeah.
Well, everywhere.
Yeah.
Life, real talk. I was born in Jacksonville, Florida. I stayed in Philly. I stayed in San Diego. Shoot, Arkansas, like everywhere. Atlanta is where I spent. That's where I grew up in my. I claim Atlanta because that's where I kind of the end of middle school, then the whole high school. That's where I was. So, you know what I'm saying. That's where I spent my life. I feel like that high school is when you really discover who you are. High school and college.
Facts.
So, and then always had my love for East Texas right here.
Yeah.
Actually went to school a year in Tyler.
Really?
So, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
college?
Not a real year, like kind of like half a year, like basketball season. No, I went to Lee.
Okay.
Yeah, ninth grade.
I did not know that.
Ninth grade, I was the tall dude on the back of the bus.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Quiet, I was all about hooping.
Yeah.
You wasn't hooping, you wasn't talking nothing.
Yeah. You played? Was you on? Was you what our
When I was in ninth grade,
yeah,
I did that
what
thing
team
where
was you on?
I was on JV and varsity. And
Okay.
they had like a little 5-quarter rule, so that was cool because I got to play like 5 quarters combined
Okay.
for the night. So yeah, man, I was hooping, man. Big shout out to everybody who was. Matter of fact, LZ.
Yeah.
He was on my squad. He was like a junior.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
really?
yeah, he was like a
LC
junior.
played basketball?
Man, he had a little, he like a lefty. He had this little shot, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He used to drop the things, though.
Yeah. Damn, I ain't know that. That's what's up.
Yeah, man, go back.
So JV and varsity, at Lee, didn't know that. That's cool to know. So yeah, you like, okay. I'm lying. I told you I was intrigued today. So
Yeah.
my bad. I ain't mean to cut you off. So yeah, you was hooping at Lee, doing your thing, young Jordan.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, you know what I'm saying? But I would get my hoop on, man. Big shout out to Armin, like everybody, man. Get my hoop on, and then after basketball season, I went back to Atlanta.
Okay.
And that's why I finished out there. Then went to college in Alabama at Talladega.
Okay.
And then moved to Texas. shortly after that.
That's crazy. Like typically when I hear someone that's like lived in so many places like that at such a young age, like it sounds almost like a military background. Was you from a military background?
Yeah, my mom's and my dad. I was actually like a ship baby. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah,
that's what's up. So you pretty much been able to be in a lot of different places where there's a lot of different cultures. You know what I'm saying? Like things are not always the same. So, you know, do you think that has helped you adapt any to like people, like really being a people's person? Because there's quite a few different places to be in.
Well, yeah, I mean, because quite naturally I'm a foodie because like one of our like a nanny that we had in Cali, she was like she used to feed us rice with cashews and ketchup. I don't know why I used to eat that shit.
Okay.
That was she used to feed us or whatnot, and it was good at the time. And then that's when I started getting my little Chinese cuisine on, because she be making all the stuff that we had no idea what we was eating, but we was gonna eat it because that was she was cooking, so it was cool. You know what I'm saying? But like, yeah, man, moving around, traveling, meeting so many people, connecting with friends from, you know, a little bit everywhere. I mean, that was always dope. But then on the other side, it's not as many friends. And some people have friends who they've like grew up with their whole life.
Right.
Like I never had that.
Yeah.
Like there's people who came in my life at a certain point in time, and but there was nobody who I could say, boom, we grew up together, elementary, middle school, high school, college. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't have that. So that's one of the things I wish I would have had when I think back at that, dog.
You know, it's crazy that you was mentioning it because I think about the same thing, right? I think about how, like, when I grew up, like, I might have had, like, maybe two childhood friends, but it was never, like, a going, continuous basis. You know what I'm saying? It was like a couple years here, a couple years there, and, you know what I'm saying? Like, now we at different schools. We don't really kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, I always felt like I see other people and they had, and you know, not damn one friend. They have multiple childhood friends. They like grew up together, and I always sit back and I somewhat envy that relationship.
I think that's hard. I think it's dope because I see it. Dang, it was a quote that I've heard recently, but I've heard it over and over and over, and that was also kind of related to me as I felt. What they say. Dang, what was the quote about? It was about Tyler. A guy had said it to me, and then a guy had said it to one of my friends.
Something about being an outsider or
something?
Okay. Something about they'll always see you as an outsider. I can't remember how it was framed, but it was dealing with being an outsider. No matter how long you be around, when you're there, you'll always be viewed as an outsider.
Yeah, it was something to that. I got to think about that.
Yeah, that was deep.
It stuck with me. And I think about that when I think about those friendships, relationships, and bonds.
Yeah.
Because some of those bonds these people have grew, and it's also a gift and a curse.
Right.
When it comes to the music industry.
Yep.
Because some of those bonds are a gift and a curse.
Yep.
And it's like, well, that's the outsider, so we're not really gonna listen or really gonna accept it because it ain't one of us. You don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Mud babies getting it out the mud. I was just talking to Mean Green earlier, and one of the things he kept on saying was, yeah, man, Juice, since you're trying to do this for the country, that's what the mud is. Like all these city people talk about is the country grind. And they music. They not mud babies. The real mud babies is in the country.
Yeah. Real talk.
So,
real talk. Yeah, I've always envied that because I've always been like, man, I wish I had that. I wish I could experience that. I've always felt like alone on myself because I move around so much. You know what I'm saying? And it has a gift and its curse. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I like it though. I like the fact that I can just hop in my car and go to Pittsburgh and go to Gilmer and just solo and just go hang out. Like, I'm that guy. I'm drinking at the bar by myself. Like I ain't tripping.
Right.
But I welcome, you know what I'm saying, people. That's how I met so many folks that way. You know what I'm saying? Just by being that person, just going solo. That's really how I got on the Blaze.
That's crazy. So speaking of the Blaze, before I get to the Blaze, like, your first passion, I'm assuming, was DJing, or was it promotions, or like how did you get into that lane, just dealing with music, even prior to getting into the industry?
Well, like high school went to school with Crime Mob. Scrappy was there.
And this is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, when I first moved to Atlanta, I went to Redan the rest of my freshman year, and then my sophomore, junior, and senior, I was at Cedar Grove. At Cedar Grove, that was like Ellenwood, Decatur, Ellenwood area. East Atlanta was not too far. Everything was like right around the area, so the whole crime mob movement, Ellenwood area movement was real, real big. So music was just something that was there. You know what I mean? Even from being in San Diego making little music videos with my sister at the little carnivals and stuff like that, it was always there. But I was always like, I wanted to DJ. And I never tell my pops, like, hey, pops, I want to DJ. He was like, well, you know, shut up. You go get that basketball. What the hell you talking about, man? Hey, nah. Hey, you need to get to college, so you need to go ahead. Hey, nah, we ain't got no time for that. That ain't gonna do it.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy now that that's what it really is. Because it's something that, you know what I'm saying? I wanted to go and I wanted to be a civil engineer. That was my first thing. But then it was like business. And like, this is what I want to do. And then I just had to jump out there and do it. Yeah. Opportunities.
Facts. So would you say you really jumped into that music lane in high school, or would you say more so in college? Like when you got to college?
College is when I DJ'd my first party.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when I DJ'd my first party in college.
Did you put the party on, or somebody else put it on, and you DJ'd?
Somebody else put it on.
Okay.
And I DJ'd. And then, you know, from there it was like, I got addicted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, shoot, it's man, we're throwing little parties at the coffee house, which was a little house at Talladega.
Yeah.
And everybody just go there on the weekends. Every week, a different Friday, a different sorority would have a party.
Yeah.
So I got to DJing them joints. Started popping, started DJing some off-campus joints. And then when I moved out here, it was a situation where I ain't know nobody, so I ain't want to just jump in the game like that. Yeah. So I would go to the club, and I would listen to the music. I'm like, dang, they ain't playing no Atlanta music. Yeah. And that's all I was.
And this is in Alabama?
Nah, this is when I came out here.
Okay, this is when you came to Tyler.
Yeah, this is when I came to Tyler. Cause I did Alabama. I was there for 2 years, and I moved out here. Okay. So what I noticed, nobody was, like, they wasn't really playing, like, the jocks and all that stuff that I was used to. So I'm like, dang, man, like, all right, bet. Went to Luscious Ice. He was DJing a club called Boots and Saddles. Okay. I went up. I gave him a CD. I was like, hey, man, this is some Atlanta music. Yeah. He was like, all right, cool, thank you. Yeah. He'll play a couple songs. I put me and my partner Strap, Bitch House Strap. We'll turn up to that house. Yeah. He'll play another song. We'll turn up. Next week, another CD. Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah. Here's some more Atlanta music. Yeah. So I'm giving him all this music. And at that time, there was another club called Outlaws that was packed. But I was going to UT Tyler, so all my UT Tyler friends wasn't going to Outlaws. They was going to Boots and Saddles. Okay. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go to Boots and Saddles because these people I kind of knew that, you know, with me coming back into Tyler, those are people I was around. Yeah. So we in Boots. Every week, I'm boom. Then Pimp C comes to town. Okay. Me and Ice become cool. So I'm like, hey, Ice, can I come to the Pimp C show? Yeah. He like, yeah. So I hear the Ice. Pimp C is in Longview. On the flyer, it say he live in concert. He like, nah, he ain't supposed to be performing. Nah, it's supposed to be a walkthrough. I was gonna do some songs, whatever. Okay. Bunch of stuff happened behind the scenes. So that night at the club, Pimp C's outside. He's like, he ain't coming in. Yeah. Ice is DJing. The dude come and tell Ice, hey, bro, man. Pimp outside, da-da-da.
He don't want to do his walkthrough.
He talking about he ain't coming in. He don't get this money. So I'm like, I'm sitting here listening. I'm like, dang. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. So Ice like, all right, hold on. He play a song. He put a song on. Then he take off. Go to the car, I guess. He outside talking to Pimp, doing whatever. That song goes off in the club, and I'm just standing there. Yeah. His girl at the time was standing there. You know how, like, the club get real restless because they sense like ain't no music on.
Yeah.
This nigga ain't came and hit the stage.
Yeah, like what's going on?
Something
man?
going on. Like
yeah.
So I'm looking. I start hearing the chatter. So I look up. I see a Bun B CD. I said, I bet.
Okay.
I put in the Bun B Mike Jones joint to hold it down.
Yeah.
I turned it up just a little bit.
Yeah.
People started bobbing their head.
Yeah.
Turned up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Started bobbing their head. I'm like, I bet.
Yeah.
I look, I see, all right, Webby right here. I'm like, I bet.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
Go in the Webby.
Yeah. You have ass mixing right now. You throwing on some
so when I
jam.
go in the Webby, it must get kind of lit, so I get excited. You know what I'm saying? I get beside myself. You know, now the juice done kicked in.
Yeah.
You know, I done had some drinks.
Yeah.
And now I'm kind of excited, so I pick up the microphone. I'm like, y'all ready for Pimp C? Da.
Yeah.
Turn it up. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just DJing.
Yeah.
He come back, he said, nigga. I was like, man, who the hell is that on my shit? I was like, it's me. He was like, why didn't you tell me you DJ?
Yeah.
I was like,
I don't.
I mean,
what did you? I don't think you was.
I was just on some. I was just trying to fill out the situation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is a new city.
Yeah.
So I ain't coming in on no, I'm just trying to see what's what.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
See who I need to hang with, see who cool,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
He says, hey, you want to open up for me next week? And I was like, well, don't you got a buddy? Ain't little buddy?
Damn.
And he was like, do you want to do it or not? I asked you.
Okay.
And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And from there, like, you know, I had little situations or whatever. We started little chants in the club and all that. And that's kind of how the whole DJ Juice stuff kicked off. Was big shout out to Ice. You know what I'm saying? He gave me an opportunity. And then
I was just going to say that, taking the opportunity.
Yeah, and then the radio situation, like my first radio situation, it didn't last long.
Yeah.
But I worked for the Blaze, like, for a brief stint, I did the Quiet Storm.
Okay.
But I realized I couldn't make no money because I had to be at the radio stations from 10 to midnight, which is only 2 hours.
Yeah, but that's
On
prime
Sunday.
time for a DJ.
Nah, you thought. Until I figured out that I wasn't supposed to be talking on the radio. I was supposed to be just playing calls. It was crazy, man. I ain't know.
Wow.
But they just threw me in there. I ain't know the requirements.
Yeah.
I ain't know.
Yeah.
But it's all good, though.
So
Things turned out great.
So DJing, seizing that opportunity in that moment where a lot of other people wouldn't have seized that moment, but you seized that moment and really just on some trying to help, you know what I'm saying? And then the opportunity for getting into the Blaze comes, which is radio.
Yeah.
So with radio, like, what type of role do you play with radio currently?
Radio, I am an on-air personality. I do mix shows, and that's me.
Okay.
7 to midnight, the Juice Box, you know,
Yeah.
all over the streets. That's how I built my brand. I built my brand off of, because I wasn't always doing this. Like, it took me a long time to actually get a show on the radio. I had a show where I did a weekend shift. I had time where I did a joint show with me and Deja where I was her DJ on the show.
Yeah.
And I did a same thing for Black and the same thing for Ice, where I would DJs on their show. So it was a long time before I actually became an actual full personality. But me getting on the Blaze was just because I wanted to go do stuff that nobody else wanted to do.
Yeah.
At a time when I would hear, hey, man, what's the Peanut Festival? Oh, that's this and this going on. Okay. Hey, what's the Jamboree Festival? Oh, that's in Gilman. That's this, da-da-da-da. Hey, what's the Turner Green Festival? I'm asking these questions, and then I'm asking, well, can I go?
Yeah.
And they like, you want to go? I'm like, hell yeah. I want to experience it.
Yeah.
So I built my brand off of going to the stuff that, I ain't going to say people didn't want to go to, but going to the stuff that it was optional. And I was just, hey, it's station branding, so they're not going to turn that down.
Right.
And me, I'm looking at it for the experience.
Right.
So I can get this experience, this culture, get my name out here. The station gets branding. Everybody winning.
Right.
That's how I looked at it. I always was a person to try to see like what was missing.
Yeah.
And then try to expound on that.
Yeah. Already. So I know also too, like, you've also been an advocate for artists, right? Artists who are typically like from that city, and considering that you are a on-air personality on the Blaze in Tyler, like you've also, you know what I'm saying, I've personally witnessed, you know what I'm saying, I remember when I first saw your post online, like, I don't know, what, 3-4 years ago. And what really caught my attention, Juice, was what you were talking about on this live. It was the first time that, and I'm from Dallas, you know what I'm saying, I'm from Dallas. And it was the first time that I had saw a DJ online in the position that you are, being an on-air personality for the Blaze, and the Blaze is the top station. You dig what I'm saying? Actually educating artists on bullet points that they needed to obtain and execute in order to put themselves in a situation where, from a professional perspective, they are getting what they need to put their music in the right situation. And you started talking about things like BDS, you know what I'm saying, and getting it music registered, and making sure it's mixed and mastered, and, you know, making sure your beat situations are straight. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was the first time I saw a DJ educating, and I was like, damn. Like, I ain't never seen that before. I ain't never seen somebody, like, really educating somebody like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, really taking the time out. I ain't talking about, like, no one time. Like, this was, like, multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, that's just a situation where I believe the information, the cities had the information. Like, the one thing that I always stand on is East Texas has broke all of Texas.
Facts.
You had to come to East Texas in order to get broke.
No cap. I just got chills from there.
Who it is.
Yeah.
Everybody has came here, got their music broken, or came here and made a lot of damn money.
Yeah.
The people here didn't know the proper steps and channels to take in order to get on the level to where they could go to these people's neighborhoods and do the same thing.
Yeah.
So I had to put it as simplistic as I could to make sure that people understood. Like, when I say my requirements for Texas Hong Kong, for instance, your register with media base, your service pack, having your bio, having all your social media information, all that stuff is the bare minimum that you should have. That you should have, and then on the back end of that, I shouldn't be the only person who you're sending this service pack to.
Facts.
And a lot of people say, "Man, DJs don't be responding." Da da da. Man, it's a lot of DJs out here.
No cap.
It's a lot. When I went to Nashville for my birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
Appreciate it. Every bar had a DJ. Every bar. So just think, if your song was in rotation at every bar in Nashville, if you got the hottest song in the streets in Nashville, your song is getting played. People are flying in and out.
Yeah.
Vegas the same way. Dallas the same way. Atlanta the same way. Miami the same way.
Yeah.
Like, you got to expose that.
Facts.
So I wanted to give people the information so that they could take that and they can get, you know what I'm saying, that's a step ahead, because the stuff that you don't know will forever hold you back.
Yep.
A model was telling me something about how she was looked at because she was from the area and people didn't expect her to have her stuff together. Now I said, because they didn't expect you to have your stuff together, because a lot of times people from the area, it's the information, the proper way to do it, people didn't know.
Lack of knowledge.
So lack of knowledge, people still going to hold you accountable for that lack of knowledge.
They're going to say ignorance is not an excuse.
All the time. So once that's being said, what do you have? They look at one, and they're going to look at the next, and the next, and the next, and they're going to say the same thing.
They're going to assume and start to, you know.
So it's got to change somewhere.
Yeah.
So somebody's got to step up and, hey, look, here you go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I opened up a studio. A girl told me when I said $75, she said, Juice, don't you think that's too cheap? Aren't you like lowballing? And I was like, nah, this is for those people who don't have that, who just need to get in and make it.
Facts.
Man, it's a lot of stars. They just don't have a place to put out their talent. There's a lot of creators out here talented as hell. They just don't have a spot to do it. So my thing is, it's information.
Yeah.
And if I'm withholding information, then that makes me less of a man.
Yeah.
I ain't got to do that.
Yeah.
That's just like stocks and bonds. Like, why would I not tell you who I'm invested in?
Right.
Why would I not?
Right.
But you got some people, nah, that's a secret.
Mm-hmm.
Why? It ain't your money.
Right. Right.
We trying to get that money.
Right.
So
yeah, I think it's just, man, I just think it's that greed, bro, that puts people in that situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, I've often heard in different industries, like, man, if we give away the information, people gonna come in and saturate the game. I mean, like, man, there's a billion rappers as it is.
But I ain't saying but you gotta think, man, people lazy. I've given so many
Execution
people
is poor.
information and they done nothing with it. So
Facts.
at the same time, it's kind of like, shit, you can put it on the wall. That don't mean somebody gonna read that much.
Right.
We can give people flyers every day.
Yeah.
You just hope you get an impression.
Right. It's real. It's real. Considering, and also too, shout out to you for the studio and it being a place for creatives to create, you know, and just, you know, you being gracious to allow me to be able to create here as well. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, speaking from self-experience, it's an amazing thing. It's an amazing place and situation to have in Tyler. You know what I'm saying? And for those people who can afford it, man, to where, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be able to get the same quality and the same everything as you would somewhere where it costs a lot more. So shout out to you on there. Kudos to you, bro.
Appreciate you, man.
For sure. So considering that you are an on-air personality, a DJ, considering that you're a person that provides information and gives knowledge so that people can be successful, like, I think that it has to put you in, like, situations to where, like, I can only imagine some of the examples or instances that you've been in dealing with artists or people in general because of who you are in the situation that you're in, like some crazy demands or maybe just their perspective is you're supposed to, like, for example, every artist pretty much has in their mind that in order for me to make it, I need to get my song playing by the DJ, top DJ, and I need to be on the radio. And when I get on the radio, I done made it. That's the moment when we celebrate and we say, Mama, listen, tune in. You hear me on the radio, and Mama say, oh, baby, you done made it. You know what I'm saying? That perspective, Juice. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you deal with the perspectives versus the reality, and what is that reality? Because it ain't like that, bro.
I guess for starters, just understanding the job. I'm an on-air personality, so my job is to advertise it first and foremost. You know what I'm saying?
We talking some job stuff. You know what I'm saying?
That's my job first and foremost. My job is not to blow up this and do that. My job is to sell advertising. My job is to make sure people are listening to this radio, so people are buying ads, so people continue to listen to the radio, so I get my money, they get their money, everybody happy.
Right.
That's my job. Now, in the meantime, in between time, I provided a platform. I provided a platform on my job where we showcase artists from the area. So now there's 1 million artists from the area. So now what I do personally is I go to these areas, I pop up in these clubs, I listen to what's being played. I listen, I hear exactly what's being played. I talk to folks, oh man, you heard this and this? Women, oh my goodness, they'll tell you the real.
Yo.
I ask them all the time, hey, what you think about this? What you think about this? And I know I don't ask, like, people who are attached. I have, like, a little squad that I ask. Some people don't even stay here. I'm like, hey, what you think about this? What you think about this? They gonna tell me, hey, man, it's hard. Like Lunk in Nashville, he be a star. he just not heard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's situations like that are here. You know what I'm saying? It's just waiting for that little thing, and I think that's where this whole knowledge come in, that of knowing what's what. So when it comes to actually promoting these records and doing this, yes, you're giving me the record, but who else has this record? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't be the first person with your record.
Yeah.
You haven't been promoting the record. My job is to make sure people keep listening. That means I have to play the stuff that people are familiar with. If you're out here and you're putting yourself on in the streets, then people are going to be familiar. So when I play your music, it's not going to be like, it's going to be like, oh, yeah, this is that.
Some familiarity.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what we need.
Yeah.
That's what we have to have.
Yeah.
My job is to keep people listening over and over and over.
Facts.
That's it. So, and I need something that's going to jam.
Right.
Something that's going to fit into that frame. Listening to the music now, even when it comes to mix show, it's the difference between a song that's played at a mix show and a song that's played throughout the day.
Yeah.
Some of those songs never make it.
Gang.
They never make it out of the mix show.
It's levels to this.
Build relationships. That's where it really started at. People talk about all this, oh, I sent you this, I did, but they never built a relationship. And when I expect something from a person, like when I'm expecting you to call and I see your name because your name was actually stored in my phone, that's different from you just being a random.
Yeah.
Build those relationships so you're not a random.
Yeah.
And then things are going to come a lot. I ain't going to say they're going to come easier, because if it's not good, it's not good.
Right.
But at least somebody will be able to tell you, hey, you can do this and you can do this, and point you in the right direction. Because there's a lot of music I get. It's some music, man, like it's a group like High Rich Mafia. They probably don't have a real radio record, but they got records that jam.
Yeah.
Like, they got records that jam that I know if they go to Deep Ellum, I know if they go to Atlanta Midtown, I know if they go to D.C. and they go hang out, like, they'll be hot.
Yeah.
I know for a fact.
Yeah.
It's just relative to what you do and where you put yourself at.
Yeah. Now that's interesting, because Juice, what about the people who say, okay, he say build a relationship. So they come in, right? And the relationship ain't really for the sake of the relationship. Really, the relationship is for the sake of, all right, I got this in my mind. I need him to do this for me. And probably what it is, I want him to play my record on the radio so I can say I made it. And then they come in and they play relationship. You dig what I'm saying? They not really relationship. They playing relationship for an agenda. And then they start tripping and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
You know when people play. And sometimes you don't. Sometimes they hit you upside the head, you be like, yeah, dog.
Yeah.
Really? But I mean, it is, in my man, I don't hold grudges and stuff. I just don't mess with you no more. I don't know if that's still considered holding a grudge, but I really just X you out and I just kind of leave it at that.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not a person who, like, once I see and you do whatever you do, I'm just kind of like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna harm you. I ain't gonna do all that.
Yeah. I just know what it is.
Yeah, I just know what it is.
Yeah.
And I just move around.
Yeah.
So when it comes to stuff like that, man, I mean, relationships are relationships. Point blank, period. And that's just what it is. And some relationships that you have are worth more than others. And you're just going to determine your value on how you treat life and how you treat people.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it doesn't last, it doesn't last. But hopefully you enjoyed the relationship while it was there and you learned something from it. And you can move on and be prosperous in life.
Yeah. Facts. Real talk. That's real. So not only are you an on-air personality, but you're doing something, if I'm mistaken, is something, a task that you've taken on for the first time in your career. Is that correct or incorrect when it comes to management?
Yeah, I say guidance. I don't like management. I don't like.
Okay,
that.
so more so
really,
guidance.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? I don't like management because to me, people, they don't even know what managers do.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people think that managers, really, a lot of artists think that managers are people who are going to put them on, or people who are going to give them money, or who are going to finance everything No, you looking for an investor. You're not looking for a manager.
Right.
It's a difference.
Right. Facts.
And you're not looking for me to invest in you ideally and da. You're looking for me to invest in you financially, or you're looking for me to take all of my contacts and my whole Rolodex and give it to you.
Yeah.
And
It's kind of like on Will on Fresh Prince when Will gave his old diary to Carson. It was like, oh
yeah,
like the chick diary had all the numbers in it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, but that's what people want, man. That sense of entitlement is like, I need this and I need this now, and so you can see that through relationships.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't be messed up on it.
I feel you. What has that journey been like thus far? You know what I'm saying? With just being able to offer that guidance and support. You know what I'm saying?
Man, it's dope, man, seeing somebody really invest in themselves. Like, more than a lot of people think. Because, and big shout out to Sergeant B. Because me and Sergeant B were working with her, that we just know, like, this girl is driven. This girl she got a clothing line on the way. She got a lot of stuff coming. You seen what she went and did. She invested in herself. What more do you want than somebody who's going to invest in themselves and then come to you, and then you can actually see the growth. You can see where she's going. The music is amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's not typical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What people think is coming is not coming.
Yeah. Facts.
It's just not. Like, this girl has serious talent, and it's just amazing to be there along with her and helping her get into the right doors and make the right decisions, and, you know what I'm saying, do what she needs to do.
Yeah.
And I mean, with Sarge, with the music, and man, the whole aspect of how everything came together, just amazing.
Yeah. And the artist, by the way, is
Smitty Hawkins.
Smitty
Hawkins.
Smitty Hawkins.
Man.
Yeah, you know it's
crazy. Follow her. Enjoy her.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What was it again?
Enjoy her. Go follow her right now.
Smitty Hawkins. Enjoy her.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy that you say that, because I remember when I first heard Smitty's first single. I think it was
are you talking about one of the freestyle tracks?
Nah, well, that was the first thing that I saw. Yeah, Let Me See It was the second thing. The first thing I saw was her cipher, and then the second thing I saw was her Let Me See It video.
Okay.
Now, when I heard Let Me See It, I was like, cool. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I liked the video concept. It was cool. And I was just like, man, I was like, man, you know what? I'm talking fan, right? Fan hat on, right? I was like, man, I want to see Smitty, like, just come hard with it. Like, I feel like she can really come hard with it. Like, she got the look, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got the personality, you know what I'm saying? Like, she got a lot of things working in her favor as far as her putting her grind together and branding herself, right?
Yeah.
And then I heard some tracks, like, you let me hear some exclusive tracks. and what I heard, because when I heard Let Me See It and saw Let Me See It, I thought that this, you know, I'm thinking like this is like what she finna do. And then when I heard the tracks that I heard, I got chills, because it was completely different from what I thought. And I was like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's what I could envision, like, her starting to, like, really take on and become. Like, man, it was dope, bro.
Yeah. Hey. Star.
Yeah.
6 months.
Yeah.
6 months.
That's what's up, man. It's cool.
Market calendar.
It's cool that you've been able to do that, especially considering, like, you know, as we had this conversation, you know, I've consistently heard where you just try to help people. You know what I'm saying? Like, the spirit that you have, just like, man, in situations, just trying to help folk. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I mean, coming from where I come from Atlanta. So coming from Atlanta and growing in that scene, growing up and seeing who was working with who and who was helping who and how those guys made it, it was information.
Yeah.
It was information. Some people got the wrong information, some people got the right ones, but it was all information.
Yeah.
So information and relationships.
Yeah.
You get the information. You build those relationships with the information that you have. Man, your recipe is gonna be perfect.
How often do you hear that good old saying, man, we could just do it like how they do it in Atlanta. Everybody in Atlanta be on this unity trying and helping each other and stuff, man. Like, man, if we did that, man, like, we be on. We be popping. I'm talking about
also,
East
let me
Texas,
give you something. Let me give
saying?
you a little example, though. So, in Atlanta, you have a high school, just say, every 5 to 10 miles. You got Cedar Grove, then you got Southwest, then you got MLK, then you got McNair. You got these schools, right?
Yeah.
Just say 10 miles apart. So then we're going to bring it to East Texas.
Okay.
We got our schools, but our schools just say they 25 minutes apart.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You just say you got Tyler, Longview, Kilgore. Them all schools, right?
Okay.
Because most of those have one school, most of those cities.
Right.
So in Atlanta, 2,500 kids at this school. If my song gets to popping at my school, that's 2,000 kids who are listening to rap music that are like, I bet. This joint hard.
Yeah.
I'm following him.
Yeah.
So then the next school over there, boom, the same way.
Yeah.
Next school over there, boom, the same way. Your music can be jumping in your neighborhood, which is these 5 schools, and you have this many followers.
Yeah.
Just say you got 10,000, you got 2,000 from each one. So now let's relate this to East Texas. Same schools, same size. But how many people are listening to hip hop and promoting? It's not gonna be that number's not gonna be as high. Right. So just say you down at 500.
Yeah.
You're probably lower than that because you have schools that are way smaller.
Right.
So you're really at about 200 per school. Okay. So you're really at like 1,000 out of 5 schools. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not,
it's even more critical at that particular point. You really got to be pushing.
Big facts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the push needs to be a lot more for you to actually Longview. If you're from Longview, your song should be played in Pittsburgh. It should be played in Palestine. It should be played in Marshall. It should be played in Tyler. That's how you take over the area.
Facts.
So it's, you know what I'm saying? So when you compare and you relate them, you say, damn.
Yeah.
Every artist out here, you got to start really getting their promo game up.
Facts. Real talk, bro. Real
because you're
talk.
not seeing it.
Right.
You're not seeing who's dominating at a certain time because the promo is just not there.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Once you get the promo there, people see it. Labels call every day. Labels call. But they're looking at certain numbers. They're looking at certain things in artists. They're trying to hear certain music. Labels are calling all the time.
Yeah.
I talk to Columbia like every other day.
Yeah. Like,
they calling.
Yeah. You know,
it's have something to give them.
It's crazy that you say that, bro, because like I'm always online. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I be looking. You know what I'm saying? I be listening. I be watching. It be times, bro, where like I go to an artist page, bro. They say they a rapper, but I'm not seeing a whole bunch of content. I don't see a whole bunch of music. I'm not seeing it posted. You know what I'm saying? Or you have some people that come in, they do it for a little bit, then they stop. You know what I'm saying? You got a couple people who are more so consistent, more so than others. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to like consistently posting. And it's like social media is like your resume. Almost.
I think people too cool.
They too cool?
Yeah, I think they too cool, man. I have Juice for Kids. That's my nonprofit.
Okay.
There's no way I should be in your city at your elementary school more than you are in your city at your elementary school.
Okay.
Like it's so when you talk about creating fans, you're not creating fans. You're not creating genuine fans. You're wanting people who don't believe any of your music, people who grew up with you who don't think that you really about that.
Yeah.
People who grew up with you who just don't like you.
Yeah.
Like, you're trying to convert those people who don't give a damn about you into fans instead of creating new fans, genuine fans.
Yeah.
I create genuine fans anytime I go outside of my norm. Yeah. And I think that when you stop being so cool and you really say, all right, I'm going to put on for my city, when you really say that,
Yeah.
you really need to do it.
Yeah.
You should be giving out snow cones. You should be doing the drives.
Yeah.
It's not bragging because you got it. Because you're sharing this on Facebook or because you sharing. It's not. And if somebody has something to say, no, you're just sharing your blessing in hopes that you'll get the next person to bless somebody else.
Yeah.
That's it. People need to get out that mentality of, I can't do this, I can't do this because of this. Nah, man, forget other people's perception. As long as you're doing it right for your heart, do it. But if you're gonna say and you're gonna sit up here and tell me, I'm just you need to play my song because I'm trying to put on for the city, I'm trying to put on for my hood. Well, show me what you're doing in your hood then.
Come on now.
Cause this song ain't gonna put on for your hood. It's kids out here who need stuff.
Right.
In your neighborhood.
Right.
So, and this, I guess you can call it a challenge. You can say whatever you want to call it. But if I'm coming to your city, link up.
Yeah. Facts.
And let's put something out.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not talking about no music.
Yeah.
Like, let's put an event together for the community.
Yeah.
That's when you're going to really get genuine supporters because people are going to say, I like him.
Yeah.
And when they like him, they don't give a damn what you drop.
Yeah.
Because there's people to this day who still listen to Soulja Boy.
Yeah.
They don't care about what Soulja Boy is talking about.
Yeah.
They like Soulja Boy.
Facts.
They like him as a person. They could give a damn.
Facts.
I love Gucci's music. So when I hear Gucci's music, some of it, I don't know what that nigga, I don't listen to that.
Yeah.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm
Yeah.
just listening.
Yeah.
Because I ride with Gucci.
Yeah.
So then I go back like, oh yeah, he was saying. But sometimes I just got to play in the background.
Yeah. Yeah. Real.
It is what it is.
That's real time.
Create genuine followers.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. You hit a lot in that, you know what I'm saying? You know, just thinking about how people say, man, I'm doing it for the city, but it's like, what are you really doing for them, like you said? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is the song doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, when you can do things right now, you know what I'm saying? And then the second thing they really hit was a lot of people to say, well, I don't want to do it and I don't want to post it for people to see me, but that's just a different perspective. When on the cool, being able to do that might motivate and inspire somebody else to do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I think that would be cool. You know what I'm saying? And then that show the community that you care. So, you know, if you care about them, you trying to really help them, shit, they gonna ride for you.
Sing your song. The kids are the ones who are on YouTube right now.
Facts.
Our old ass ain't on YouTube unless we watching something that we already know. We ain't watching random stuff on YouTube.
Right.
Kids are watching kids play with toys. Like,
Yeah.
they're the ones on this. They're the ones who gonna blow you up.
Facts.
TikTok.
Real talk.
Like-
TikTok popping. That's the new sound, the new SoundCloud.
Yeah.
Real talk. I been trying
TikTok.
to tell people all the time.
Half people not even gonna know your song when it really come on. They gonna know about the first 15 seconds, but that's cool.
That's enough. That's a start.
That's a start.
Speaking of Soulja Boy, you know, Soulja Boy showed us the formula again. You know what I'm saying? Like he said, you know, I want to show him I still got it. You know what I'm saying? He came out and he used the TikTok. He did the little dance, had the song playing in the background. Influence started to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? Just because they rock with Soulja, and boom, you know, he does it again. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh man, that's clockwork.
it's a system. It's a method. You know what I'm saying? And people just have to follow those methods. You know what I'm saying? They got to find themselves within that. You know what I'm saying? Like being real with yourself, even with your music. You know what I'm saying? Or if it's gonna be a character that you create, you better play that character.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
I always say that, man. That image is everything, though. And I feel like a lot of times people don't take into account how important that image is and how you got to look the part. When people see you, they, Juice, what he saying? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, if you standing next to me, somebody should have a question about you.
Yeah.
Point blank period. It shouldn't be about me. It should be about you. You the rapper.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think even with that, I think sometimes people get that misunderstood, misconstrued because they'll think always they gotta like you gotta look super flashy or something. You know what I'm saying? That's not always the case either. It's just whoever you are in your music, that's how you need to look.
You gotta stand on it.
You gotta stand on that. You know what I'm saying?
on
You gotta look like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta become that. You gotta be that. You and it gotta be one.
Big shout out Slim Body. I love the dude, man.
Slim Body. Man.
Because he is him. You know what I'm saying?
Wherever he
hard.
Real talk.
Yeah.
I got an interview coming up with him, man. I've been checking out his music, bro.
Yeah, buddy, nice.
Yeah, he nice. He nice. So yeah, so you. It's interesting because controversy sometimes seems to try and find you.
Yeah.
Now, you don't always respond though. You know what I'm saying? You just kind of sit back and you analyze, you watch, you know, you listen. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, just the heat that has come where people will question, you know, if you playing music for artists or saying like, oh, he ain't playing it. You know what I'm saying? He ain't helping. He ain't doing this. He ain't doing that. He ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that and just competition. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's been pretty big, bold statements made. You know what I'm saying, regarding you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you process that information when you hear interviews or you hear statements or you see statements made online about what you don't do? Like, how do you deal with that? How do you process that?
For one, everything documented that I've done. So that's just facts. That's media based. You can go look up any record. A lot of records said when Buddy said something about Seco record.
Mm-hmm. He said you didn't play it.
It was documented.
Exactly what he said. He said he ain't playing it. He ain't pushing it. That's his hottest artist. That's the hottest artist in the city. He ain't playing it.
And that was crazy because the song was playing. So I don't really know what to tell you on that. I'm not about to say why I gotta sit up here and argue with somebody. Why I gotta sit up here and do that? For what? That's pointless. When some stuff is going on, what it is when people have a different agenda, they try to pit people against people and they try to make this. Man, Seco's my partner. That man have been to my house and met my pops in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Like, even above, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy.
I feel
you. Don't try to pit us.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do this.
Like I cringed.
And I felt like that's what it is. And a lot of times, man, people let outsiders come in and mess up what's going on, but we silent, so we ain't got nothing to worry about that.
Yeah.
So it was just kind of like, you know, it was cool for TV. But I guess one thing that I really would have wished though was that everybody else who was involved in the situation who knows me,
yeah,
would have reached out.
Yeah.
Would have said, hey, Juice, what's going on with this statement? What's da-da-da? Instead of co-signing something because they angry.
Yeah.
And I feel like sometimes that bitter old shit plays a role in a lot of this. And when people couldn't get what they couldn't get back in the day and they see somebody else getting it now, they're envious of it. So I get at times why the young don't mess with the old, because sometimes the old dudes be tripping.
Yeah.
Like, nah, that ain't you.
Yeah.
Leave it alone.
Yeah.
That ain't yours. Let buddy do him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Vice versa.
Yeah.
Sometimes the young dudes be tripping.
Yeah.
But they only tripping a lot of times because of how things are, how you come about things and how you position things and when you're speaking.
Yeah.
Because it's a way to get to somebody. I can cuss you out without cursing.
Yeah.
I can tell you that you need to do better without making you feel bad.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It is what it is. So, I don't know. I don't really spend too much time with that because I don't feel like it really, like my mindset, because at the end of the day, you got to see me. Even without radio, even without all that, like television, radio, studios, alcohol, like alcohol endorsed. Big shout out Sleek Chocolate Vodka.
Sweet chocolate vodka.
Sleek. S-L-E-K.
Sleek.
I had to get you a bottle of that. Sleek chocolate vodka. Big shout out to you, man. Hey. So like, I got so popping. So you gonna see me.
Yeah.
So I don't all that other stuff, dog. Like R. Kelly said, and I hate to use him as an example. But he said elephants don't swat at flies.
Yeah.
So like I'm never going to be sitting up here in no tussle with somebody I don't have to. You can say what you want to say.
Yeah.
But you're not going to disrespect me to my face. So,
Right.
You know, that's all that is.
Yeah. 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 I cringed because I knew the truth.
Why?
Because I knew the
cringe?
fucking truth, Juice, and I wanted to fucking say something and I didn't.
But I mean,
you know what I'm saying? And that's my question. That's my next question. My next question is, how do you, because I know how the fuck it makes me feel. How the fuck does it make you feel when you sit back and you know the goddamn truth and you don't say anything? And then it just becomes cool for TV. And it's a question why I'm asking that question. We're going to get to it, but, you know, how do you deal with not saying something? Because, I mean, I be wanting to say something, bro, and it's like, if I say something, they going to think I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you handle it, bro?
no, if a person is scared to talk to you, that's the problem between them and themselves. Anybody can call me. Anybody can shoot me a message. Anybody can text. I don't have a problem talking, answering questions. I'm probably too damn accessible. But I am accessible. So how do I handle it? You could always come and say, hey, Juice, what's this? But instead, to let somebody make or whatever and then not ask me, you ask me.
But the general population ain't got your contact. The general population ain't finna call you.
But the general population has heard the music.
I feel you.
They've heard Seco. They've heard Camp Nowhere. They've heard MLP Boys. They've heard Nina's. They've heard the Black Dior. They've heard the Bucks. They heard the Rotariantinos. They heard the AJ Woodcase. They heard the Smitty. They heard the Smoothie. All this on the radio.
List them then. Okay.
Like, they've heard all of this.
Yeah.
The Chuzus.
Yeah. Yeah.
HQ, LZ, Lump.
Yeah.
Marco.
Yeah.
Like, all that.
Yeah.
That's recent.
I feel you. That's why you able to deal with it. I'm differently.
Koala,
but I get it.
Seco, T. Jones about to get out. No, he about to drop some bangers. Already got him in the vault.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah, I feel you. That's what gives you peace.
Yeah.
I guess I just
My
don't.
peace is
I didn't see it that way.
Knowing truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My piece doesn't come in blasting people and all that. Cause I don't, man.
Yeah.
I always look at it like this. People don't want me to blast them because I think I go too far.
Yeah.
And if I go too far, then that's not who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna blast you.
Yeah.
I should start sending messages just to let you know that I can blast you. Though. Hey, bro, don't forget about this. I'm gonna circle this right now. Just gay. Like, oh man, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, man. But for real, sometimes I be like,
Say
hey,
some of these niggas be weird.
Man, it's a lot of these dudes be weird. Weird is just a thing that's in right now, and I don't know, but it bothers me, but it doesn't bother me. I read this book, man, by Sarah Knight called "The Life Changing Magic of Not Giving a Fuck."
Really?
And
okay.
Man,
I gotta check that out.
like it's a dope read.
Yeah.
But after I read that, man, like, why am I'm not a revengeful person. I don't care about all that.
Yeah. I feel you.
Yeah, I want to see people win. I don't care about all that extra.
I was extremely passionate because going into my next question, like, I was extremely passionate not only on your behalf, but also, too, just, you know, if people go back and watch these podcast episodes, they all tell a story, Juice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And the main mission and goal is, not was, but is, because it's still going. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the whole unity movement? You know what I'm saying? Understanding just how you talked about Atlanta, how they process, how they share the information. This podcast has always been a platform to also educate artists. You know, you've given a lot of free game today. You dig what I'm saying? Like, really pushing the agenda for the unity movement. Not everybody coming together singing Kumbaya. We ain't talking about that. We just talking about, hey, everybody know what they good at. We all push towards the common goal, and that's East Texas. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna win at their own thing that they do.
I mean, I think that's coming out. And what I mean by that is, I feel like, okay, so I don't feel like every clique has to work together and has to do features together and all of that. I don't feel like that.
And it's fair.
You know what I'm saying?
That's fair.
What I feel like, though, is when we leave and we march to Dallas to go to these Vertigo conferences.
Come on now, talk.
When we leave and we go to Houston to go to Loud Fest, when we go to this stuff, we go and we represent the right way. So we make sure that we're going in numbers, the gear, everybody's geared up. Whether or not we got to share the plug to make sure everybody got shirts, but when we show up thick.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that this area is going to make noise is if this area is participating in the things that they need to participate in.
Fact.
When Southern Fried Marketing throws an event in Dallas, especially that's free for artists, every artist from East Texas should be there. And they should be there. Their merch should be on point. Everything that they have should be on point. Regardless if they're going to perform or not.
Fact.
Just the presence.
Branding.
And that branding, relationships get built.
Network.
Now the area is taken serious. But it's not enough people doing the things that need to be done. But I feel like that's changing now. And that's something that the older generation of East Texas with music didn't have. So there was also a gap when it came to social media because, you know, when we in the country, it's Facebook driven.
Yeah.
Where everywhere else, they on Snap.
Yeah.
They on Instagram.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But in the country,
Yeah.
we on Facebook all day long.
All day long.
So, you know what I'm saying? That's the difference.
Yeah.
So we got to start making sure that we are working all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we get things together. Big shout out to Reggie. He's going to be helping Reggie Dwayne Carter. He'll be helping out with some of the social media stuff with artists that we'll be doing here at the studio. So, I mean, it's coming.
Thanks.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just blessed to know that it's coming, man. I think that what I'm doing now I should have been doing, but hey.
No better time than the present.
Yeah, so hey, can't think about that. Just gotta do it now. You gotta do it 10 times harder and stronger.
Facts, real talk. A lot of I've been hearing a lot of your name lately coming up in situations of, you know, I started asking about, you know, gatekeepers. I started out asking artists, you know what I'm saying, like, hey, you know, who would you consider a gatekeeper and what is a gatekeeper to you? You know what I'm saying? And you know, a lot of people didn't mention names, and then, you know, a couple interviews, some names were mentioned. Like, do you think it's a situation of gatekeepers and here in the East Texas area, and is it a situation, if so, of them kind of like having like a meeting of the minds and kind of like, you know what I'm saying, like trying to work something out?
I don't like that gatekeeper thing because I think that it gives people a false representation of who they think they are. To be a gatekeeper is just because you talking, just because you have a podcast, just because whatever you self-proclaim, that does not make you a gatekeeper.
Okay. So this is gatekeeper definition 101.
No, I'm just saying, if you say a gatekeeper, I mean, I don't know. I guess you could say that because to me, what a gatekeeper is somebody who is really tangible in the industry who can actually help and boost you in the industry. Not somebody who's just doing something to be doing it. You have to actually be doing something in the industry that's shedding light outside of. It's got to be more. It's got to be more than just what you can do here. It's got to be what you can do in the country.
Yeah.
What make you a gatekeeper is when you're recognized by the outside, not recognized by Dallas, not recognized by Houston, but really recognized.
Real life.
And I think that's what makes you a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because I had contacts and nothing like that. I'm not even saying I'm a gatekeeper.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, first and foremost, let's talk about what a gatekeeper is before you even do that, because I think it's one of those things that people just like to feel good.
Yeah.
Everybody want to be somebody.
Yeah.
And we have to stop allowing any and everybody to do any and everything they say they can do without having proof that they can actually do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We can't keep on, this guy wants to be a maintenance man, so he going to be the maintenance man, but he don't know how to fix shit.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real shit.
But he want to be.
Yeah.
Nah, that's not good enough.
Yeah. He got to be doing it right now.
Yeah, he got to be doing it. So, I don't know.
Nah, that's real. That's real. So as far as the culture and how it's been transitioning, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you see a situation of artists being able to tour around East Texas? Granted, they get their stuff, you know, taken care of, right? Everything that they need to do as far as the artist is concerned. No?
I think that's crazy.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying. Well, I say this. I'm not saying it's the only focus. Outside is definitely the focus, but I'm just saying,
I feel like,
shit, could they pick up a bag within 2 hours of where they at? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're saying tour, and I say tour is just a little.
I mean, tour.
I guess you can call it. I guess you. No, I guess
a couple
you can
performances. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying because that's what's happening now, so I guess you can say that. But I guess what I'm saying is, at this given point in time, there needs to be promo in every city.
Right. Granted, that's happening. That's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? And so it's granted that's happening. So I think they will get to a point.
Okay.
But to make it a tour, I wouldn't do it because I wouldn't want to go to Longview and see the same type of show. I would want everything to be different. And when I think of a tour, I think of everything being alike. I think you putting 4 people on stage, 4 groups on stage, doing the same exact show at 8 different venues.
Oh, okay.
So when you say tour, that's what I think of.
I see what
because
you're saying.
I also think, because I think about performances. I don't think about them being a show.
Gotcha.
These are actually performances. These are actually, when you say a tour, that means we need lights. That means we need.
So I should have said performances. My apologies, not tour, but more so like performances. Like, is there enough artists here that can go out and do that? Okay,
that's already happening now.
Yeah.
People are getting booked. People getting paid. I mean, Smitty getting booked.
Yeah.
It's happening.
Now, what about them artists who is getting booked, but they getting booked for free shows? They ain't getting paid.
I mean, teach his own.
Yeah. Is it something that maybe they not doing right, or you know what I'm saying? I tell you why I asked that question. I've been pondering on something lately, and this is what I've been thinking. I've been hearing so many artists that are amazing, make amazing music, right? And when I talk to them and I'm asking them, like, you know, on a scale of 1 to 5, what number is music? Music is always on the back burner. And they say it's because it ain't making no money. And I just feel like the reason why they music and everything that comes with their brand, if they have it all, ain't making no money is because they simply hasn't said it's for sale. They haven't asked. They haven't said it's for sale. You know, they just say stream it, listen to it. That's it. They haven't said it's for sale. And I'm talking about everything that can be monetized with them as a brand. You know what I'm saying? So I just wondered, like, is it something that they just missing out on? That, well, I mean, you already said it's a lack of knowledge. Now that I think about it.
I mean, well, I guess it's one of those things, too, when you think about free shows. Like, and this is not the promoter in me. The promoter in me says, nah, I'll pay for this show. But the DJ Juice in me says, I ain't paying for shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not paying for no show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'll do a free show, but I ain't paying for no show.
Yeah.
Point blank, period.
Yeah.
The reason why you have to pay for a show is because your music is not at the point to where you are now an asset to the show.
Yeah.
Your music is a liability to the show, so you're paying insurance on your music.
Yeah.
Because your music probably is not going to turn the show up.
Right.
So you're really just paying insurance on that shit, though. I don't know. You paying a tab on that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah.
So that's how I look at it.
Yeah.
So I don't think you should pay for shows, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel personally that you should strive to get your music on the level that it needs to be on. So, okay, well, I'll take that back, too. If your song is the hottest song in the city, like, guaranteed, like Back in Bino, Calling, and Tyler,
yeah,
everybody know the words to it, right?
Yeah, right.
So, if your song is that hot, and you open up for a main artist, and you do have to pay a couple dollars just to prove your point,
that's worth it.
It's worth it.
Okay.
But
what if you introducing it to a whole new audience who maybe don't know this song, but you got to buzz.
Oh, you got to pay that, though. You got to pay that. You got to pay that. You got to pay that.
Don't
nobody here know
you.
Yeah, I mean, depend on price. Depend on, are you going to be out there selling merch? Are you going to make your money back off merch? Because you make your money back off merch, you good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I guess I kind of look at it in all those different ways.
I think a lot of times when artists miss it, it's because they don't understand the rap hustle. They don't understand like the avenues of making money and how to make money, and then having that drive inside of you to be able to say, all right, this is what I need to do. I need to give me some merch, or I need to give me some QR codes, or you know what I'm saying, I maybe need to do some online marketing or reach out to some influence. Whatever you got to do, I just think they don't know all of those ways to like really hustle in the industry like that. And as a result, they find themselves, putting music on the back burner when they really talented, could be a star, superstar.
Yeah, definitely, man. This industry, the thing about it is no recipe. So since there's no recipe, there's what's going to work for one is not necessarily going to work for the other.
Yeah, one size fits all.
So, and a lot of times people try to treat it that way. And that's why when I started off, when we were talking about the unity, the first thing I said was, I'm not saying that everybody should do features and all that stuff together, because I don't. I think that's a waste of time a lot of times.
Yeah.
Like when you could be really putting out good quality work.
Facts.
So understanding that this whole game is not cookie cutter, it's not a one size fits all. Understanding that part, and then acquiring the knowledge, building relationships, that's what all this stuff circles around to.
Facts. That's real. That's real.
Because I know OGs right now who's still in the game. Big shout out to Lil Tech Henderson, Texas.
Yeah.
Like, when I met him, he was a hustler.
Yeah.
And he's still out here hustling. He, as far as people to know,
yeah,
if you're a new artist and you ain't rocking with him,
yeah,
you not in the streets. He gonna get you in the streets.
Yeah.
He know the way.
Yeah.
He's done it.
Yeah.
If you're not messing with Reggie for social media,
yeah,
come on. And these are people right here in East Texas who could put you on.
yeah, yeah.
Clothes, the whole nine.
Real talk.
We got shoes. We got everything right here in East Texas.
Yeah.
So there's no reason why artists aren't using this.
Yeah.
Now,
They gotta believe and breathe, eat and sleep it.
all
Straight
that.
up. Yeah. For real, for real.
Yeah, you got fresh pair of sneakers. You got level up sneakers. You have places here that are nice for video shoots and stuff like that. People not taking advantage of it.
Real talk.
But they gonna go to Dallas and I need to go spend some money on this gas station scene. No, why you gotta go to Foot Locker when you got this right here?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that I look at.
Yeah.
Like, you talking about the unity, that's just really, man, us being able to use and spend money within.
Facts.
And then bring in our money from the outside. Yeah, we spend our production is right here. But we do that so we can bring in that money from the outside.
Yeah. That's
Nah, this ain't nothing but Black Wall Street right
I was
here.
about to say, man, group economics.
Yeah, ain't
Financial
nothing but
literacy.
Man,
hurts
all
us,
this land that
black
people in
people.
East Texas have is crazy, dog. I'm like, I gotta give me 60, 70 acres.
Real tight.
And the reason why is I'm gonna build a community. I'm gonna do the whole nine.
Yo.
And I'm telling y'all I'm doing so it's documented.
Manifest it. Real
It might
time.
be called Juiceville because I ain't seen one of them yet.
Juiceville.
You know what I'm saying?
Juiceville. I like
Yeah,
that. That's a nice way to it.
We're gonna have the
We'll have
number one
wheels and
everything.
juice.
We're gonna have the number one everything. Sports, theater, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Number one everything.
Yeah.
We're on major production.
Yeah. Already. So, give me your top 5 current East Texas artists. And they ain't got to be in no order. I ain't even going to put that pressure on you. You know what I'm saying?
5.
Give me the top 5 right now doing
You
that
talking about
thing.
active?
Active. I want active duty. You know what I'm saying? Active
Ooh,
duty.
You say active, and that
Active.
changed up the whole game.
Oh, man. All right, look, I don't want to have one of them Audi 300 episodes where we got to, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Because you said active.
I mean, now we got to talk about what active is. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying like this
Well-
hot. Maybe I should say hot. That's hot right now. Firecracker hot. You know what I'm saying? They buzzing. Buzz.
There's a lot of people buzzing, though.
All right. So let's
I
lean a
can't-
little bit towards active. Dude.
I can't give you a top 5. I'm going to tell you why I can't give you a top 5. Because I don't have 5.
Yeah. You ain't got 5? At
So
least
I can't
5.
give you a top 5. Nah, I can't give you a top 5.
How many you got? How many you got?
So since I'm saying that, we're gonna leave it at that. I can't give you a top 5, but I ain't got 5.
Damn. Okay. All right.
But I can tell you somebody who slept on.
Okay.
I can tell you. I can give you a slept on list.
Give me a slip on list then. This so 5 slip on list then.
Young Woo,
Young Woo, okay.
Youngster J.
Youngster J. I done heard that name, Youngster J, and I done seen Young Woo online. Youngster J.
Bubba and Drake Cash.
Bubba and Drake Cash. Is that a group?
Nah, they're from Palestine.
Okay. Bubba and Drake Cash. For sure.
Drake Cash hard.
Okay. I'll check them out. I'm checking out everybody on this list, by the way.
And I'm gonna give you.
That's 3.
That's 4.
That's 4. Oh, you put 2. You made them 3 and 4. Okay.
Then sure, I got Woo, Youngster, Drake Cash, Bubba. If I was just listening to some funk, the dude Shad, rapping ass Shad.
Rapping ass Shad. He
Yeah,
from
I
East
feel
Texas.
Yeah, he from Tyler.
Okay. Rapping ass Shad. Yeah, I'm checking out this whole slept on list. Top 5 slept on list. I like that. I'm gonna check out every artist and see what they popping with. So, give me your. I'm gonna go with, cause you done been around for a while, man. You done been around for a while. You know what I'm saying? You done been around for a while, so I feel confident in asking you this question. You know what I'm saying? Give me your top 5 all time East Texas DJs. Top 5 all time. It's the Mount Rushmore of the East Texas DJs. Just based on your history and your stint. You can only speak from your experience.
Rated X.
Rated X, okay.
Ice. Brain.
That's 3.
Here'll be a toss-up between.
I mean, you do got 2 spots. So if it's a toss-up, they could hit them 2.
Nah, because I'm one of them. I'm the number 1.
Oh, okay. I was wondering if you was going to be on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah.
So that's 4 then. So, yeah, you got one more.
I got
You got, if you going to be on that, you already said
and
3.
Deja.
You said 3?
And Deja.
So Deja, that's 5?
Yeah.
Okay. And you on there, so that's all okay. So that's you said
I
Brian.
can't put Deja on. She ain't no DJ. She's on that personality.
Okay. Okay. I feel you. Make it right.
I'm
Make
trying
it
to
right.
think of impact.
Impact. We talking about them made a stain in the game. Even if it's a little thing. You know what I'm saying?
DJ Black.
DJ Black. Okay.
Black is he's from the old era of he was like one of the DJs that I met with Brain. No, I'm not talking about Dwayne Black. I'm talking about DJ Black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. I gotta see where he at, man. Buddy was cold though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was cold.
DJ Black. So there's DJ Black, Brain, Ice, you, and there was one more, right?
Who's that other one? Rated X.
Rated X. Okay. That's the Mount Rushmore. Okay. For sure.
I heard about it. And Rated X because it's a DJ. He's a DJ that I heard of. Never physically seen him, but I heard so many stories that I know He was getting down.
Yeah.
And Skolo D too.
Yeah. Already. Favorite DJ of all time? Who was your favorite DJ of all
DJ
time?
Jelly.
DJ Jelly.
Camp.
Okay.
He's the professional, like when it comes to them mixes and them blends, seamless, but nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole Camp. That's how the whole style of DJing came from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Already. And then finally,
Southern style DJs. Big shout out Southern Bread too.
Southern Bread.
Yeah, DJ Southern Bread. He was another one when I was growing up. I was watching. Yeah.
Already. Favorite rapper of all time?
Well, I'm an Outkast head, so Outkast and Gucci Mane.
Outkast and Gucci Mane.
That's how we rocking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one hell of a combination.
Outkast and Gucci Mane. It's either or.
Oh man, that's what's up. We're as far as like you got any special shout outs, you know what I'm saying, you wanna make, you know what
Man,
I'm saying?
big shout out to Sergeant B, Smitty Hawkins, Southern Fried Marketing BC, the whole staff at the Blaze, Sleek Vodka, Rick, you know what I'm saying? Big shout out to you, man, Ricky. He always been holding it down. Yeah. Man, and all the DJs and all artists, like without the artists, you know what I'm saying? Like my spot wouldn't be here, especially in the streets.
Thanks.
So I appreciate y'all, DJs. I appreciate y'all. Salute y'all. Keep on breaking records and doing y'all thing. And just everybody, man. Everybody making it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of business to be done, and I just want to continue to do good business and, you know, make stuff happen.
Already.
For sure.
Where can everybody find you at?
Man, look me up. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, all that, at DJ Juice 404. You put that 404 in there, you got me.
Already. For sure. It's been a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor, bro, to sit down and chop it up with you, man. Did we talk about everything under the sun we could talk about?
I don't know. I feel like we can do this for hours and hours and hours. So.
Already. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it, bro. I thoroughly enjoyed it, man. It's been a privilege, a pleasure, and an honor to sit down, bro, and chop it up with you. And my biggest takeaway is just seeing that you've always had a heart to help, you know what I'm saying, and how what a lot of other people would have seen as opposition, you saw it as an opportunity because you was driven by the heart that you have, which is to help people. You know what I'm saying? And that definitely also motivates and inspires me too, bro. So, you know what I'm saying, just to weather the storm and just how you handle stuff, bro. Like, man, I appreciate it. And, man, bro, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm just, man, shit, bro. It's been a great conversation, bro.
Man, I appreciate you for having me. And, yeah, this probably going to spark a lot of other interviews. But, yeah, man, it's cool, though, man. Appreciate, like I said, you probably one of the first people to actually sit down.
On them.
Man, chill out, though. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah. So I got one more question before we go. You know what I'm saying? I know I asked a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying?
No, he said we was leaving 20 minutes ago.
You know what I'm saying? I'm extremely inquisitive. You know what I'm saying? But it's gonna be the quickest one I asked, so I promise.
All right.
Here we go. DJ Juice 404. Do you know what we do on this podcast?
Who, me?
Yeah, what we do on this podcast.
What do we do?
Man, we chase that bag, baby. Bow.
First thing that's on my mind, chase that bag today. Chase that bag today.